guys? My name is Rage and I am back today with another video for you all. In today's video, we're going to walk through the team and roster I utilized to unlock both the next part of Doom Part 2 from nodes 2.7 and 2.8. With this review, just keep in mind, you guys, I'm going to show you my roster here real quick. It's going to utilize a mixture of the Black Order in addition to supporting cast characters. With that being said, at the time of recording, this is going to be a lower power team for the first node of 2.7. You're going to see that I'm utilizing characters here a little stronger, but at the time of recording, you can feel comfortable knowing that your characters don't have to be as powerful as you see here. The total team for this right now, my current roster is 212k, so it's a little bit lower. We're gonna do it with a 200k team actually. So let's walk through the characters, and I'll also highlight the differences between the actual gameplay. So first and foremost, my Ebony Maw here is 65k. As you can see here, really got lucky with the 6 red that's able to boost him up, really provide extra health for him, in addition to the fact that it does increase his overall survivability. We have T4 both his special as well as his passive here, just because of the fact that his special does allow his defense up to apply and stick for 2 turns, and we absolutely need that to keep our team and as well as the Black Order alive, just to ensure that we can last through the nodes. Last but not least, I also T4'd his passive here just because of the fact that all Black Order characters, especially Thanos, they gain a 10% extra resistance. Absolutely huge, so that's why I've done it, just to really ensure their survivability. And as you can see here with the ISO 8, I have pushed him up to the level 3 healer, mainly being when you look at the level 3 benefits you get, biggest one is being the fact that he will heal the lowest health for additional 5% of his health, in addition to gaining active healing. And the level 2 also gives him an extra 10%. So that's really, really big for me. With that being said, that's going to be Ebony Maw. I cannot say enough things about how he's going to be utilized. He's really going to be the key piece to making sure you can get through these nodes. So highly recommended. If you guys want to do this with a lower power team, I think Black Order is probably one of the only ways to do it. Otherwise, you might have to just have some really strong characters that you bring forth to the table. Fortunately, you can utilize power armor in addition to the Hydra guys as well. So that's for Ebony Maw. He's going to be our core piece. Next, I do have Proxima Midnight here at 40k. As you can see here, I do have her the 4 red. And I did actually T4 her passive here. And the reason being is because it applies an additional 10% focus for all Black Order allies. And this is really important because of the fact that, especially with the characters we're up against right now, them being 20-30k higher than our team individually in power, it's going to ensure that her abilities stick. And what I mean by that is, if you look at her ultimate here, she has the ability to apply a stun and a slow. So we want that to ensure it actually hits. With that being said, the passive will increase her focus to the point where it should be able to work. I don't actually have her T4 in the video that you're about to see, so not necessarily needed, just a heads up. This is a upgrade that happened after the fact, so just keep that in mind, you guys. But it's good to know going forward because it does provide a lot of value. And oh, sorry, I should have touched on the ISO 8 as well. Her ISO 8, I just kind of added a nice light level 1 healer just to provide some additional healing and sustainability. Next, you guys, we do have Call Obsidian here, also consistent with Proxima Midnight at tier 11 gear. And as you can see here, I also T4'd his ability here in passive payback. As you can see here, when he actually gains his P4, all characters on his side actually gains an additional 10% health. So we really want to take advantage of this, boost the Black Order characters as much as we can. In addition, I also did use the ISO 8 Fortifier here, and what that does for him is actually provides a barrier when he spawns. In addition, I pushed into the level 2 to get an additional 10%. We really want Call Obsidian to be soaking up damage and really sustaining for our team, and working hand in hand with Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw is going to keep him alive while he soaks up the damage, especially with his strong physique and his actual resistance. So that's what we want to bring on board. Keep in mind too, in the time of recording of the video, I don't actually have his T4 on his passive, so keep in mind you don't necessarily need it for the first node. Next, you guys, Corvus Glaive here at tier 11, 36k. I once again got lucky with the red star orbs. I got him with the 5 red, which really does push his survivability and sustain up. And fortunately, you see here, there is no T4s required for Corvus Glaive here for the time being. And just to additionally increase our survivability and ensuring we can get through the nodes, I did also slap on a light level 1 healer just to ensure that there's additional healing. with that being said, you guys, that does conclude our Black Order roster. So that begs the question, who's going to be our 5th character as part of the final cog to the piece? I will have to introduce you guys to our amazing Red Skull. Couple reasons we're bringing him on board. First and foremost, his Elite Guard special ability here, being able to summon the chance of 2 to 3 Hydra minions, gives me targets to be able to allow the enemies to attack, and that to me means we can protect our team, ensure they survive, and ensure that the node is complete, right? So having Red Skull here, tier 11, consistent with the Black Order, guys, 34k, fortunately got him with the 4 red to really push his survivability. And as you can see here, didn't go too crazy on his abilities because really I'm bringing him on board just to soak damage up. Obviously, his damage does help, but really, in the grand scheme of things, it's really going to be the Black Order that will make it or break it for these rosters going through forward. So that hopefully highlights the differences of the first node and the second node here. So let's dive right in. I'm going to show you guys the first node right here. As you guys can see here, 199k total power, and again, these guys just don't include the T4 as I mentioned, the Black Order, with the exception of Ebony Maw. So let's dive right into the playthrough here. And I love being able to actually just put teams together for these new nodes coming out, just because it's always fun to kind of theory craft, see which teams work, which ones are the better ones in terms of being able to get through at a lower power. So fortunately, I do have a lot of experience facing up against these tree guys here. You're going to see that we're up against a couple Reapers here with Noble. First and foremost, I used Proxima to apply her offense down there. In addition, if you guys get a chance to prompt Ebony Maw's special just to increase defense up, in addition, apply that offense down on everyone, we're going to be in a great position to start the battle here. So first and foremost, unfortunately, you probably won't get a lot of choices in terms of attacking, just because they do have 2 guards that do prompt their taunt right from the beginning. Guys, it's very important as Cull Obsidian, do not use his special, which is his taunt. The reason being is with the Cyborg, they actually gain a 200% plus attack. So for this node, especially in the beginning, we do not want to use Cull Obsidian's taunt. We just want to go ahead, attack the Kree guards, make sure that we get through their taunts first, and then we can resume our actual attack order here. So we'll just go ahead. We can use our attacks just to reduce their health bar here. And honestly, the only thing I would really save is Ebony Maw's special and ultimate and timely setting. So I'll walk through that more later as the battle progresses. But we're going to wait for the Kree guards here to drop their taunt. And once that's done, we are going to go ahead and attack Noble first. The reason we want to take out Noble is because she has the ability to actually cleanse the negatives that you see placed. So I want to make sure these negatives, like including slow, offense down, actually stick. So that's why we're going to go ahead. Although Kree Reaper does do more damage, Noble is fortunately squishy. In addition, if we take her out, they won't have the ability to cleanse their negative conditions, which is very, very fortuitous for our team. So we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and do that. And then now with that Kree Noble down, that does only leave 4 targets here. And very, very signature to my videos. You guys have known when it comes down to 4 characters, this is usually the ideal setting where Marvel Strike Force does like to bring out the next wave if you drop any of these characters. So that is the situation in this case. We're going to go ahead and allocate damage accordingly. Be careful. Just try not to kill any of them if you don't need to. Just spread damage accordingly, build up your energy, and prepare yourself for the next wave. And fortunately, when you guys are able to do this, it helps Red Skull because Red Skull is able to build energy to cast more Hydra minions. As you see there, I'm building an army. Additionally, it also buys Ebony Maw time to build up his energy for his abilities. As you can see there, I didn't utilize his special. That's mainly due to the fact that, as you can see, taking one of the 4 down, it did prompt the next wave. So now with the next wave here, we're going to go ahead and finish off the targets that we weakened from the previous wave. So I did apply offense down there on Captain Marvel just to reduce her damage, but then we are going to resume our attack here. I do see that, obviously there's higher targets that we want to take down as well. You don't want to take too many out, but with that Kree guard going to go down with his taunt anyways, I decided not to actually attack him just yet. I'm going to go ahead and use special for Ebony Maw, making sure that there's always something on these guys to reduce their damage overall, as well as give us the defense up. And with these guys here, as you can see, Oracle unfortunately does provide them regen. which is not good for us. But you know what? At this point, we do have to just go with the flow. In this case, with the Kree Guard taunting, we really don't have a choice here to alter our attack. So we'll and as well, make sure you guys are keeping an eye on the health bars here, because Ebony Maw can be in charge of healing, especially with his ultimate ability there. But fortunately, that's also why we put the level 3 healer on him, just so that he can provide some really good sustainability. Captain Marvel ideally is the first one that we should try to aim for, just because of her high damage output. In addition, you know, we don't want to see her burst again. It could be really bad for our team, especially her AoE. With that being said, taking her down now, there is 8 out of 15 characters left. So now we're going to go ahead, same situation as before, you guys. We're back in that situation where we can just slowly allocate damage accordingly, build up our energy once again, and prepare ourselves for the next wave. Out of these three too, if I had to leave one alive, it would definitely be Oracle, just because of the fact that, you know, he doesn't really do a lot of damage. It's really going to be Ronan here, or sorry, Korath here, that actually would be in our way, unfortunately. So, and the guard doesn't do much damage, but he does have the taunt, so just keep that in mind when you guys are allocating damage here. So once again, you guys here, I am going to go ahead and save Ebony Maw's special here, just because no need to use it just yet, especially with 5 more characters that's going to spawn the next wave. So as you can see there, with Oracle down, we're going to go ahead and finish off the Kree Guard here. Beautiful. Now we are ready in shape for the last 5 characters, which spawn here. And as you can see, it's just Ronan, as well as a mix of his, once again, his Kree allies. So, as I mentioned previously before, you know, unfortunately, we are going to have to take down Guard, just because of the fact that he taunts. However, Cyborg here, I am going to aim for Cyborg, just because of the fact that if we can take out Cyborg, we can use Cull Obsidian to actually taunt, especially with us losing Proximal Midnight now. We won't have as much damage, so we got to just be mindful of that. Unfortunately, these guys they're not really that strong either. They're actually pretty squishy, and you can see here that the potential issue is that with Ronan in the center there, he has the ability to actually summon more Kree allies, so we just got to be mindful of that. But that's also why we want to make sure that we take down Cyborg, so that we can actually use Cull Obsidian's utmost abilities. So there you guys go. With Cyborg down, now officially we'll resume our damage now, finishing off the same strategy as before, which is taking down Nobles because of their ability to be able to cleanse. Unfortunately, this once again, you guys, I love bringing on Red Skull here, just because the fact that he can summon these Hydra characters to provide healing in addition to extra damage, really good. The most important thing is that they actually soak up damage, especially if these guys aim for us. So keeps our Black Order alive. In addition, ensures that survivability probability of us completing the node. Even if it's not 3 stars, that's quite alright. I'm just trying to progress to the end of the Doom Part 2 here. So we'll go ahead, we'll finish off this last Kree Noble here. And there you guys go. Unfortunately, the guard did just taunt, and that's quite alright, but at this point, because there's only 3 of them left, it should actually almost be a walk in the park. I don't see any big threats here. Only issue potentially would be Ronan summoning characters just to help him out in his battle, but fortunately the guys he summons are usually pretty squishy, so not a big deal. We'll go ahead and finish off Noble there for good. There we go. And then last but not least, once again, Red Skull does have the special to summon more characters to our aid. Beautiful. And we're going to go ahead and utilize that to our advantage here. Finish off the guard. And last but not least, we can probably leave Ronan for last, just because of the fact that fortunately these guys don't do a lot of damage, so I don't imagine you guys should have an issue in this last wave. Really, it's that middle wave of Captain Marvel, and at the very beginning, if you guys are able to soak the damage up, especially from the Kree characters. So fortunately, I don't think this is a too difficult of a node. You guys can likely use a lower power team. I did it with under 99k, but just seeing how it played out now, give it plus minus, I think teams could have easily done it with 185, 195 range. So there you guys have it. That's my 2-star unlock right there of the Doom Part 2 nodes 2-7. So there you guys have it. This is a team utilizing a 199k team, so just about 200k. So as always, you guys, I hope this video was able to provide insight, and I'll see you in the next one.